Thailand is planning to open the country for vaccinated tourists to travel Thailand without a quarantine. It's going to be a lot of information. If you have time, I highly recommend you to just watch until the end. สวัสดีค่ะ It's me, Teya Suchira. If you want to know more about Thailand, please make sure to subscribe and hit the bell so you will not miss anything about my country. I want to say sorry that I've been a little bit away from the YouTube just because I've been busy with exercise right now. I have a muscle. Just because of my house in the city in Nonthaburi is flooded, and this house is been closed since I moved back to stay with my parents. That's why I have to come back here when we have such a very big rainstorm in Thailand, and that at many places is flooded. So that's why I have to come here and have no time to just make an update. But in the same time, because of the news that I want to update with you, I know that it's going to be very long story. That's why I'm not in a rush. What I'm talking about is the opening the country in November. This is what is being told on the news a few days ago, and many of you, I'm pretty sure that you heard about it, that our Prime Minister announced that Thailand is going to start to open the country for a vaccinated tourist to come here without a quarantine. And this news is true. So congratulations! But please don't be so happy, because at the end of this video, you may have to think about it again, that are you sure that you are ready to come here in November? I'm not trying to stop you, but I just want to give you enough information before you make a plan that is good for you, isn't it, right? So the reason that Thailand decided to start to open the country in November, first of all, is just because of the as you know, that COVID-19 is it make us close the country for about almost 2 years now, and of course economy is very bad. So the income for Thailand before, we could generate it from export, import and export, and also tourism. But after tourism has to close, only an export business that can generate money for the country. But right now, just because of the Thai people starting to get a lot more vaccination, that is why the Prime Minister thinking about open the country in November. Most importantly, it's just because of November is usually high season for tourism in Thailand. And also I believe that it's just because of many countries around Thailand also open for the tourists to come back to the country without a quarantine as well. For example, like I heard that Singapore also announced to open for some tourists to visit Singapore without a quarantine. And I also heard that the booking system in Singapore is kind of collapsed. It's just because of too many requirements to go to Singapore. So I'm very happy for you guys living in Singapore as well. But I'm sure Singaporean also wants to come to Thailand, isn't it? But opening Thailand in November is still like, we still have a lot of conditions. First of all, you got to be the vaccinated tourist who already got fully vaccinated, and the vaccine has to be approved by the WHO. I already told you what kind of vaccine which is approved for you guys to come into Thailand. Another thing is you got to have RT-PCR, like a COVID-19 free test, before you leave the country, and also once again when you arrive Thailand, just only 2 times, that is all. And after that you can travel freely in Thailand, but don't leave yet, it's more in detail. At the beginning is going to be some country, which is right now they're thinking about is should be 38 countries. So 38 countries is going to be 24 countries in EU, and also another 5 countries in Nordic country like Denmark, Finland, Ireland, Norway, and Sweden. And also we still have another more, which is Israel, Switzerland, UAE, USA, UK, India, Japan, South Korea, and Qatar. So please don't be too glad or too sad. It's just because today is on the 15th of November and my update telling you that we have 38 countries, but you never knew until they announced opening officially in November. Probably the countries is going to be changed again. The thing is, just because of at the beginning when they're starting to announce that Thailand is going to open the country and first of all it's going to be 10 countries. And then after that it changed to be 17 countries. And today my update is become to 38 countries. And what about if your country is not in this list? What to do? Are you allowed to come? Yes, of course, you are allowed to come to Thailand, but you still have to do a quarantine. And if you are vaccinated, you just quarantine for 7 nights. And if you are not vaccinated yet, you quarantine for 10 nights, just like before. And also you can travel to Phuket Sandbox. As you know that Phuket, Koh Samui, and many sandbox provinces which is in the south of Thailand, they are all welcome every country to join the sandbox project. So if you're not in a list of 38 countries that I mentioned today, it could be in the future, right? It's not even November yet. So if you're not in a list, you're still welcome to visit those sandbox. But as I mentioned before in another video that before you go traveling to those sandbox provinces, please check the Thai embassy in your country first that, are you sure I can join Phuket Sandbox? Yeah, that is all. And if Thai embassy, yes, you can go to Phuket Sandbox. That is all. You can just go right away. You can come to Thailand and the easiest way to come is Phuket or Koh Samui or Phang Nga and Krabi. That is the best one to go just because you only stay in SHA Plus hotel, but in the daytime you can just go out and travel anywhere you like. You just have to stay at the SHA Plus hotel. That is all. And just because they want a lot of tourists to come to visit Thailand in November, Thailand tried to make everything easier. Just make you feel like, okay, Thailand is interesting to go right now. So they're planning to talk about maybe COVID-19 insurance could be discounted as well. From before, they told you that coming to Thailand, you got to buy COVID-19 insurance, which is cover the cost of in case you get sick in Thailand. It has to cover to 100,000 US dollar, which is quite a lot of amount of money that the insurance company has to cover. I guess they're going to discount from the cost of covering 100,000 US dollar. It's going to be cheaper. So when you pay for the insurance, it would be much cheaper as well. So from usually the cost of the COVID-19, for 30 days, you have to pay for about 100 US dollar. So if they discount the cost of insurance, I think you just have to pay a lot cheaper. So let's hope. And also the most complaint that people complain a lot is the difficulty of filling COE. Of course, because it's so complicated, you got to apply, you got to wait for the pre-approved and attach the document. You don't know how to press, and a lot of you get so nervous and so depressed, and that is why many of you contact me and Stella to let us fill COE for you. But right now, in November, they are planning to just take off COE system to be Thailand Pass system. So talk easily, Thailand Pass system is just like you just have to register everything online, and after that you're going to get a QR code, and using that QR code to pass everywhere when you arrive Thailand. It's going to be very fast. You don't have to do like approve, pre-approve, attached document, something like that. But Thailand Pass won't use it for everyone. We still have some group of people that still need to apply COE. So let me show you. So people who still have to apply COE is just like a patient who need to stay in alternative hospital quarantine. They need to approve in advance for a preparation. And also a traveler who cross the land border and the traveler who travel as a group tour or by yacht and also a cruise ship. Those traveler has to apply still by COE. And about the Thailand Pass, please don't worry, oh my god, I don't remember, oh my god, what to do. Calm down. Good acting, right? Well, the storm is coming soon, so I need to finish. The storm is coming soon, so I need to finish soon. Anyway, so I'm going to put information about the Thailand Pass in separate video when they once have the confirmation and explain more detail. I promise you when I have more information, I'm going to tell you. But just letting you know today first that COE is going to take off on the 1st of November. But who knows, right? So when the Prime Minister announced that okay, Thailand is going to open without the quarantine, this news is like shock. Everyone who work in tourism, especially hotel, those people, they just don't know this news in advance. So everyone in Thailand, they also know about this news at the same time as you guys hearing the news on television. This is a surprise for us all as well. So it means that we have only 2 weeks in advance to prepare everything. So right now we still don't know any further information yet. And also including what kind of hotel you have to stay. Can you stay at any hotel or you have to stay at the SHA Plus hotel? And do we have the hotel SHA Plus in Bangkok yet? Anything like that. Right now, we still don't have any information to give it to you. So what I want to say today with you that this is just only a plan. All what I say is just only a plan. They all still have, every organization has to go back and sit and discuss about what we're going to do. They have to finalize more. So I don't know how many more meetings they're going to have. Oh my god, the storm is coming. Can you hear the noise? So I don't know how many more meetings they're going to have until they finalize it. So when you hear the news from me today, it doesn't mean like, yes, we're going to make a plan. No, you can't make a plan yet because this is what they tell us what they're going to do. And they have time only 2 weeks. I don't know when they're going to announce or have a Royal Gazette and announce everything with you. What I know is I still have more update when they once tell us more about what is there finalized. So opening Thailand without a quarantine, I still have so many questions in my mind like how they're going to open. Because they say that we're going to make 2 phases, phase 1 and phase 2. Phase 1 is going to be on the 1st of November until the 30th of November, and the tourists can go to travel in Blue Zone. And Blue Zone is that at Samut Prakan Province, Krabi, Phang Prachuap Khiri Khan, which is in Hua Hin and Nong Kae, and also Phetchaburi, which is in Cha'am, and also Chonburi, which is in Pattaya, Bang Sare, Got Si Chang, Si Racha, and Jom Tien. And also another one is Ranong, which is at Got Payam, and also Chiang Mai, which is in Mueang District, Mae Rim District, Mae Tang District, and Doi Tao District. And also Loi in Chiang Khan and Buriram in Mueang District, Nong Khai in Mueang District, Si Chiang Mai, Tha Bo, and Sangkhom District. And also Udon Thani at Mueang District, Mueang District, Nayung, Nong Han, Prachak Silapakhom, Kumphawapi, and Bandung District. And also Rayong, which is in Got Samet, and also Trat in Got Chang. This one is going to starting on the 1st of November until the end of November. So I have a question like, what is it like Blue Zone? tourists can go to visit in blue zone. I still have a lot of questions like what about how many days they have to stay? If it's no quarantine, why they have blue zone for the tourists? How about if the tourists want to visit me in Singburi, for example? So still have so many questions, and I still can't tell you like what is going to be the next plan. And I lost my focus right now just because of the storm is here now. I don't know if you can hear it, but it's very noisy. So let me tell you all of this just because of the, I think it's going to be another day that I have to take the water out. I guess I have to manage the water drain. So this is all I have to tell you, and this is all what I tell you today. I'm so sorry that I have to stop telling you, but in general, this is all that I have for you, and I promise you I'm going to update more about opening Thailand in November, but please don't make a plan yet just because of they haven't final anything confirm anything yet. So please wait, and I believe that it's going to be probably a week, hopefully. I will see. If I have any more news, I'm going to update with you. Okay guys, I have to go right now. It's so much water. Oh my god, I have to go. If you like my video, please give me a thumb up, and if you haven't subscribed yet, please do subscribe. And if you want to support my channel, you want to buy me a coffee, you can have a look in description how to buy me a coffee. And for today, thank you so much for watching until the end. I'll see you next time. I'll see you next time. สวัสดีค่ะ I gotta go.